This is boys will be boys. Kindergarten, shove face first into the sand, but that's because he doesn't know how to show affection. Boys will be boys. He calls me names and mocks me with the ease of a grackl's crackle, but you say that's because he likes me? Boys will be boys. The snapping of a brush up on my back with a stinging crack, but you say that's just to let me know how much I've grown. Boys will be boys. His hand placed on my thigh, moving upwards, yet you testify that boys will be boys. His hand slyly placed on my waist, yet I did not consent to be embraced. Boys will be boys. Then why don't I ever hear girls will be girls? Why are we told to smile sweetly, to sit meekly, draw into our work, be a catcher at home plate, and take what is thrown at us? As women, we are taught to clutch our teeth and claws, to fight back, to stay in protection paths, to stay in after sundown, linger in lit areas for the pure purpose of preservation. As women, our credit constantly carried off, our effort exposed as everyone else's except our own, our peers turning against us, saying that our silence is just a plus, our worth is whether or not we can cut off the crust. Our peers pleading for us to stay in our kitchens. Because if we said girls will be girls, it'd be to tear down the thrones that women have worked so hard to create. If we said girls will be girls, it'd be for the emotions that pour out of us for a week each month. If we said girls will be girls, it'd be for when she's doing the desired dirty work, such as the perk of babysitting. If we said girls will be girls, it'd be when she cooks a meal that looks straight out of the books. If we said girls will be girls, it'd be when she screams and shouts over a shoe sale. If we said girls would be girls, if you when women's hobbies is to despise and nitpick their own bodies. If we said girls will be girls. But instead, we mimic and mock femininity until it's a shell that women must crawl into to avoid hell. We stand on a scale of this shell, determining a woman's worth by her ability to stay on the carousel of the male gaze. We admit that life won't be luxurious, instead turn women into luxuries that men are meant to consume and praise. Because boys will be boys. Stripping us down with their eyes, stripping us of our safety and security, stripping us of our sanity when they say we can't take a compliment, because boys will be boys. It's not all men, but it's all women. It's not all men, but it's the one out of every 6 women who has been the victim of attempted or completed sexual assault. It's not all men, but it's the 77% of women who have been the victim of sexual harassment. It's not all men, but all women who fear for their safety, security, and sanity for simply stepping outside each day. Because we never tell them different. But what if we did? What if we told boys to bear emotions instead of a knife, instead of brawn bears the best life, give them communities instead of a tease when they open up? But what if we told them it's okay to cry, it's okay to be weak, it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to be a human being? What if we told them it's okay to run like a girl, have fun like a girl, to get anything done like a girl? Being feminine is not fragile, it's another set of skills. That's not a fact from a bottle to hard to swallow pills. What if we told them it's okay to be feminine? Femininity is not fragile, femininity is not weak. Femininity is to show compassion and care, and that is okay. What if we told them boys can be abused too, boys can be raped too, boys can show their emotions too? What if we told them sexism is a two-way street? One sexist struggle does not extinguish the others. But for the fight to freedom to finally end, we must join as friends to fight. But since we hold onto men's superiority like a Cujo bite, women's oppression is not because men are inherently better. All that is different is 2 letters. The sexes and genders are equal, but what if we told them something different? But we don't. We still say unwanted advances, catcalling, and stalking is okay because he doesn't understand he's objectifying. Saying grab them by the pussy during a national election is basically perfection because it's just locker room talk you'd hear every day, which is just another way to say boys will be boys. We hold the fate of the future in our lessons and language, where men are scared to have daughters because boys will be boys. In the same way, with the same things they used to say, but now it is their girl going up against the world because boys will be boys. Following the example of fathers who were just told boys will be boys, it's time to change the phrase. Or else our girls are going to stay in the blaze of oppression.